Discipline is a quiet power. It doesn't shout, it doesn't demand attention, and it doesn't try to impress anyone. But over time, it builds something so strong that the world cannot ignore it. Many people wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect time. They wait for a spark of inspiration. But the truth is, successful people do not wait. They build discipline, and discipline carries them forward even on the days when motivation disappears. Think about this for a moment. Every person has dreams. Every person has goals they wish they could achieve. But the difference between those who only dream and those who actually succeed is simple: discipline. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. It is waking up early when comfort tells you to stay in bed. It is working on your goals when distractions are everywhere. Success rarely appears by accident. It is usually the result of small, consistent actions practiced over a long period of time. At the heart of those actions lies discipline. Discipline is the ability to guide your behavior toward your goals, even when motivation fades or when circumstances become difficult. Many people believe that talent or intelligence is the most important factor for success, but in reality, discipline often plays a far greater role. A talented person without discipline may never reach their potential, while an average person with strong discipline can achieve extraordinary results. Discipline works like a foundation for a strong building. Without a solid foundation, even the most beautiful structure will eventually collapse. In the same way, dreams and ambitions cannot stand without the support of disciplined habits. When a person learns to control their time, manage their energy, and stay focused on their priorities, they begin creating a stable base for long-term progress. This process is not always exciting or glamorous. Discipline often means doing the simple things repeatedly, even when they feel ordinary. It may involve waking up earlier to work on your goals, choosing learning over entertainment, or continuing your efforts when immediate results are not visible. These actions may seem small at first, but over time they accumulate and create powerful change. Education, skill development, personal growth, and financial stability all grow stronger through disciplined behavior. Each day of consistent effort becomes a small investment in the future. Eventually, those investments multiply and produce results that once seemed impossible. When discipline becomes a part of your character, success stops being a distant dream and begins to feel like a natural outcome of your daily actions. This is why discipline is often considered the true starting point of extraordinary achievement. One of the most powerful lessons discipline teaches is the ability to choose long-term growth instead of temporary comfort. Human nature naturally pulls us toward what feels easy and enjoyable in the moment. Comfort invites us to relax, delay important tasks, and follow distractions that offer quick pleasure but little value for the future. Discipline, however, asks a different question. Not what feels good right now, but what will matter most in the long run. Every day presents a series of choices. We can spend our time scrolling through distractions, or we can use that same time to learn a new skill. We can stay in bed a little longer, or wake up earlier to work on our goals. We can follow habits that keep us the same, or we can build habits that slowly transform our lives. These decisions may seem small and insignificant in the moment, but over time they shape the direction of our entire future. Choosing growth often requires sacrifice. It may mean studying while others are relaxing, practicing when others are entertaining themselves, or continuing to work when the results are not immediately visible. At first, this path can feel uncomfortable because it demands patience, effort, and persistence. But discipline teaches us that short-term discomfort often leads to long-term reward. When a person consistently chooses growth over comfort, they begin to develop strength of character. Their mindset becomes focused on improvement rather than convenience. Instead of asking what is easiest, they start asking what is most beneficial for their future. Over time, these disciplined choices create powerful momentum. Skills improve, confidence grows, and opportunities begin to appear. What once felt difficult gradually becomes a natural part of life. In this way, discipline transforms small sacrifices today into meaningful achievements tomorrow. Many people believe that success comes from one big moment or a single life-changing decision. In reality, most great achievements are the result of small habits repeated consistently over time. Discipline teaches us that the little things we do every day quietly shape the direction of our lives. A few minutes of learning, practicing improving our mindset, or working toward a goal may seem insignificant in a single day. But when these actions are repeated again and again, they begin to create powerful change. Small habits are like seeds. When you plant a seed, you do not see immediate results. For a while, it may seem like nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, growth is taking place. In the same way, disciplined habits work silently at first. Reading a few pages every day gradually increases knowledge. Practicing a skill daily slowly builds mastery. Choosing positive actions repeatedly strengthens character and confidence. The challenge for many people is that they focus too much on quick results. When progress does not appear immediately, they lose motivation and stop their efforts. Discipline, however, teaches patience. It reminds us that meaningful growth takes time and that small improvements made daily eventually lead to remarkable outcomes. Over weeks, months, and years, these simple habits develop, begin to multiply their effects. What once seemed like a minor daily action becomes a powerful force that shapes a person's abilities, mindset, and opportunities. Others may suddenly notice the progress and wonder how such a transformation happened. The truth is that it did not happen overnight. It was built through consistent discipline and small habits that slowly created a life of progress, achievement, and lasting success. Consistency is one of the most powerful qualities a person can develop, yet it is also one of the rarest. Many people begin their journey with excitement and strong motivation, but after a short time their enthusiasm fades and their efforts slow down. Discipline, however, allows a person to continue moving forward even when motivation is no longer strong. It creates the ability to show up every day, do the necessary work, and stay committed to a goal regardless of temporary feelings. When someone practices discipline consistently, the progress may not be immediately visible to others. In the early stages, the effort often goes unnoticed. A person may be quietly improving their skills, strengthening their mindset, and building habits that support their goals. While others may be distracted by comfort and short-term pleasures, the disciplined individual continues to invest in growth. Over time, this steady commitment begins to produce visible results. Skills become sharper, confidence becomes stronger, and opportunities start to appear. The same people who once overlooked the effort begin to notice the change. They see the difference in attitude, productivity, and achievement. Consistency has a powerful influence not only on personal success, but also on those around us. When people observe someone who continues to work hard, they are impressed. Stay focused and maintain discipline for a long period of time, it creates a sense of respect and admiration. It shows that success is not based on luck, but on commitment and persistence. Eventually, the consistent discipline that once seemed ordinary becomes something extraordinary in the eyes of others. What started as a personal habit of growth turns into an inspiring example that encourages others to believe in the power of dedication and long-term effort. True discipline eventually leads to something powerful, visible results. In the beginning, the journey of discipline often feels quiet and unnoticed. A person may wake up early, work on their goals, improve their habits, and continue pushing forward while others choose easier paths. During this stage, it can sometimes feel like the effort is invisible. There are no applause, no recognition, and often no immediate rewards. But discipline is not designed for quick attention, it is designed for long-term transformation. Over time, consistent effort begins to create undeniable progress. Skills become stronger, knowledge grows deeper, and confidence naturally increases. The small actions repeated every day slowly shape a different kind of life. What once required great effort begins to feel natural, and the person becomes more focused, organized, and determined. Eventually, others begin to notice the change. The same people who once doubted the effort may start asking questions. They may wonder how such growth happened, how confidence developed, or how success began to appear. What they are really seeing is the result of disciplined habits practiced over a long period of time. Results have a unique power because they speak louder than explanations. A disciplined life gradually produces achievements that cannot be ignored. Opportunities increase, respect grows, and the person becomes an example of what consistent effort can accomplish. This stage of the journey is often the moment when discipline truly shocks people. What seemed ordinary in the beginning turns into something impressive and inspiring. The quiet commitment, the daily effort, and the steady focus finally reveal their impact. It becomes clear that discipline was never just about hard work. It was about building a future that once seemed impossible. In the end, discipline is not simply a habit. It is a powerful decision that shapes the direction of a person's life. It begins with small choices made every day, choosing growth over comfort, consistency over excuses, and long-term success over temporary pleasure. These choices may seem ordinary at first, and the effort may go unnoticed for a long time, but they quietly build strength, character, and progress. As time passes, the power of discipline becomes visible through results. Skills improve, confidence grows, and opportunities begin to appear. What once looked like simple daily effort turns into a life of achievement and purpose. The same people who once overlooked the journey start to recognize the transformation and wonder how such progress was possible. The truth is that lasting success is rarely sudden. It is created through patience, commitment, and the willingness to continue even when the path feels difficult. Discipline teaches a person to stay focused on their goals and to keep moving forward regardless of challenges or distractions. When someone truly embraces discipline, they no longer rely on motivation alone. Their actions become guided by purpose, and their habits begin working in their favor. Step by step, day by day, they build a future that once seemed far away. In this way, discipline becomes more than effort. It becomes a powerful force that changes a person's life and inspires others to believe in the value of dedication, persistence, and consistent growth.